Ooh, I'm sorry. Hey, sorry for just unloading that whole story on you. Okay, sorry, I'm late, I'm sorry. If you say I'm sorry too much, and you know who you are, then this video is for you. This is something that I've done a bunch, people around me have done a bunch, and I decided to look into it. I thought it would be a kind of a cool little investigation. And I'm sorry to tell you that I found out a bunch of stuff that might be good reasons for you to stop, because it's not necessarily that great for you. First off, let's quickly touch on why people do this, why they apologize for things constantly, or even when it's really not their fault at all. A lot of people say this as like an avoidance tactic. They say it to kind of smooth over a situation, to kind of make sure that there isn't a conflict, to avoid a disagreement. And they use that word sorry as a way to kind of plug the hole and move on. Let's stop doing that. First and foremost, there's kind of a bunch of negative effects of using sorry too much in your everyday life. First things first, people may start to lose respect for you. This is because when you say sorry constantly, it kind of sounds like you lack confidence. And this doesn't apply to everyone. These are just general ideas. But when you constantly are saying, I'm sorry, people might assume that you don't have much confidence, and then there's a chance that they might take advantage of you because they see you as not being a very confident person. Number two, if you say it all the time, it kind of loses its meaning. If you're saying it constantly, when you actually want to say you're genuinely sorry about something, it might not come across as very genuine if you're saying it constantly across the board. It's kind of the same idea as when people compliment people all the time over and over and over again. When they genuinely mean it, that's like, you compliment me all the time. It's not really the same thing as when someone compliments you out of the blue. Of course, it's nice to get complimented, for example, but if you do it too much, it starts to lose its power. It's the same thing with the word sorry. Number three, it could potentially form a dependency on validation. So when you say sorry a lot, typically a response you might get is, oh, it's okay, or no, you did great, that's fantastic. Things along those lines, which are of course encouraging, but if you're constantly saying sorry and constantly getting these words of validation from people, that's not necessarily the best thing. External validation is of course very good, but there's a time and place for it. And getting to a place where you start to rely on that external validation is a very slippery slope for a lot of probably other not great things. Number four, possibly might ruin your own self-esteem. If you're constantly apologizing for things that you do normally, you might start to take that negative connotation and apply it to yourself. For example, if you say, oh, I'm sorry for talking so much, or, ooh, I'm sorry I'm taking up so much of your time. These things aren't inherently bad, and we'll talk about how to say these phrases differently in just a short bit. But when you start to do that, you start to place negative connotations on the things that you're doing normally instead of kind of reassessing how you want to frame these statements to whoever you're talking to. And number five, to be honest, some people might agree, or maybe they won't agree. It kind of gets annoying when someone's constantly saying, I'm sorry. It's just not great. Too much of pretty much anything equals a bad thing. And this saying sorry a bunch is no exception. The one exception might be pizza. I don't think anyone can have too much pizza, but that's again a topic for another video. So what can we do to fix it, myself included? It's actually a lot simpler than it may seem. It's really just going to take some practice and switching out some of the words you're using for other words and pauses and or just saying no. The first thing you're going to want to do is to take a day or two or a week and just notice when you're saying sorry. Notice what you are apologizing for. Are they things that actually warrant an apology, or are they just stuff that you've trained yourself to say sorry for constantly? I know sometimes when I ride to someone and someone bumps into me, I'll say I'm sorry. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. So take some time and assess why and when you're saying sorry. Next, you'll want to start taking these sorries, consciously hearing them before they come out, and do some things to help switch out your language to be more positive and assertive and confident. Here are some examples of what I mean. Instead of saying, sorry, can I ask you something? Say, hey, I would love to ask you a question. See? Instead of saying, sorry for unloading all this information on you, say instead, thank you Thank you is that key word for listening to what I had to say. Instead of saying, ugh, sorry, I can't make it, I got caught up. Just simply say, I can't make it, maybe next time. These phrases, especially the thank you one, are going to make you come across a lot more confident and make you and the other person get the message very, very clearly. I would love for you to give it a try. I know I work on these things myself. Personally, I love the thank you method. In my opinion, it's the most powerful. It'll make you and whoever you're talking to feel really good after that interaction. So go ahead, try it right now. I'll wait. I'll do it too. Hey, that was really great. Thanks for inviting me over. Absolutely. Sorry. Thank you for watching Seinfeld with me for the 100th time. Absolutely, no problem whatsoever. I think this is something that a lot of people, myself included, can work on. So I just want to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good YouTuber stuff. And for now, stay optimistic. Better days are coming. Peace.